We really need an end table.
Let's make it.
Okay. What's up, you guys? So as you just saw, we really need some end tables for our outdoor seating area. And we thought it would be really cool to do an end table that also can double as a seat. So when we want to go sit by the fire, we can move them out over there to sit by the fire. And when we want to use them for a table, we can keep them right here. And we are going to be powering our entire project today using the Anker SOLIX F2000. So come along with us as we do this really unique project, and let's see how it turns out. One thing that I love about this power station is the easy tow extendable handle and the durable wheels. It's a pretty heavy little power station, so these two features make it really easy to move around. We are starting out at 100% battery, and we'll see how much power we use for this project. We plan on using mostly corded power tools, and first up, we are pulling out our electric chainsaw to chop up some logs, which will be the base of our table stool design.
We will cut two sections about 2 feet of this log with this electric chainsaw.
For whatever reason, the cord to this chainsaw is like 5 inches long, so we had to use an extension cord to the power station. Okay, so now that the logs are cut, we're going to choose which one will fit our project better and get started. Also, I know these are not the best quality logs, but this project is really an experiment for us to test out some new tools and techniques we learned. And it's what we have on site. So we figured we would use this as a practice log per se to learn some new skills before we do something like this with a nicer piece of wood. We still plan to use them for this summer season, and when the time comes to do something more permanent, we will have a better idea of what we should do and how we should do it. Just living and learning out here on the ranch. First, we used some Forstner drill bits to remove some of the wood to make it lighter, and we were originally going to cut out 2 indentations on each side, but then we changed our minds and decided to cut out the entire center with the electric chainsaw. What's cool about the Anker SOLIX F2000 is it has a 2400 watt output capability, so it can power high output tools and appliances no problem. And with a 2048 watt hour capacity, it will also last longer.
Look, some cheese. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this.
A window into another dimension. Once the middle was cut out, Viant worked on shaping it a little bit. Who needs Paul Bunyan when you have a wilderness version of Michelangelo? Alright, so we just finished cutting kind of like the shape. Viant, the sculptor over there.
It's my first time, so.
So let's check and see how much battery we have left. 84%. And we were going pretty hard with the chainsaw and the drill and the grinder. Still got some work to do. We have some pretty creative things planned for the finish of this little end table slash stool. So we're just gonna keep moving along. The Anker SOLIX F2000 has a special technology called Surge Pad, which allows it to run multiple devices at once up to 3600 watts without overloading the power station. Which is great for if you want to run multiple tools or multiple appliances at the same time. Now it's time to bust out our best friend and most used tool on the ranch, the angle grinder. So I'm using the angle grinder with a resin sanding disc to smooth out the edges and just clean up the log a little bit. After that, I use the orbital sander to smooth everything out. Then I did the exact same thing to the bottom a little bit. And now it's time to let it burn.
Can never do that, okay, my babe? So.
Okay. We've always wanted to try the Japanese technique of shou sugiban, or however you say it. And we figured this is the perfect opportunity to test it out. So we used the propane torch to burn the exterior of our log. This part of the project was really fun, and it was a great way to test out our propane torch to see how it works and the overall effect. Although I must say, this thing is loud. It was seriously like a jet engine right next to us. According to the interwebs, by slightly charring the surface of the wood without combusting the whole piece, the wood becomes waterproof through the carbonization and is thus more durable. It additionally protects the wood against insects, fungi, and mold, which is extremely prevalent where we are. We are definitely going to be doing this again in the future because I absolutely love the color and the effect that it does on the wood. The ideas are already brewing. And now my Pinterest has a whole folder for shou sugiban. What do you think so far? Is it looking good? What do you think? What do you think, huh? Okay, thank you for your input. Alright, so we finished cutting the log, burning the log, and now we are going to do some finishing touches on the log. So far everything's going well, so let's jump right to it. I have some really cool and unique things planned for the outside, so that's what we're going to be doing next. First up, let's check how much power we've used so far. Alright, so let's check. So we have 76% left. So I experimented a little bit with the rotary tool that I'm going to be using over there, and this is what I made. I attempted to do a couple different designs, and finally I think we are going to go with this design. Okay, time for your input. What design do you prefer? Option 1, 2, or 3? Comment below and let us know. So I'm going to be using these Kutzall bits. Right now I have the sphere head attachment. And I'm just going to go and work on doing the same design that I did on our test log over there. So wish me luck. So you guys are seeing me use this die grinder for one of the first times live. My plan is to do a unique and random pattern on the log to give it a little bit of contrast and to experiment with this tool and the sphere bit. Will my plan turn out the way I hope? I don't know, but we're about to find out. The sphere bit is super coarse, so it did an amazing job at making the little circles. Originally, I wanted to have the circles be sort of irregular, but finally, I wanted to keep some of the black in between to give it some contrast. So I opted for more space in between the circles. Goodness gracious, great balls of wood. Bet you thought I was gonna say fire, huh? The die grinder uses a good amount of electricity, and I had that thing running for a long time. What's great about the Anker SOLIX F2000 is that it's made with EV grade batteries and will remain healthy for up to 3,000 charge cycles, or equivalent to 10 years of use. Think of all the projects you can do with that amount of power. Okay, just stopped for a quick little coffee break. About halfway done with doing the little holes. And let's see how much power we use and how much we have left. So making good progress. Let's check it out. So we got 50%. Actually, we're using a little bit more because I'm charging my phone and using this incredible speaker, which is also from Anker. Amazing. I absolutely love this speaker. So far everything's going really great. It's just time consuming because it's just doing like a million of these little ball shapes. So I am going to finish my coffee and continue on. Okay, buying expensive equipment is always a little bit scary for the wallet these days. But another thing I love about this Anker SOLIX F2000 power station is that it comes with a 5-year warranty. So, Anker's got your back if issues pop up. And that is how you do it. Okay, so I just finished doing all the little design on our little log over here. I've been running the die grinder, the fan, charging my speaker, and charging my phone this entire time. So we have used the Anker SOLIX F2000 to run the chainsaw, run the die grinder. Pretty much we've just been using it non-stop for this entire project. And let's see how much battery we have left. And we're at 38%. So we still have a few more things to do for this beautiful side table log. So we're gonna blow it off and keep going. Alright, so now we are going to do some fine tuning because I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit rough. Let me find a good spot for you. Yeah, like as you can see, it's just a little bit rough and I would like it to be a little bit more finished than that. So what we're going to do is grab our little rotary tools. We have 2 of them. So this is one. Vian's working on setting up the other one. We're gonna plug it into the Anker SOLIX F2000 and both work on smoothing out the little balls. I have this kit right here full of different heads. So we are going to use these guys right here and smooth everything out. I am full of like, look at my face, full of ashes, I guess, but what can you do? That's what happens when you play around with fire. So we're gonna set everything up, work together on this, spend some quality time doing fun projects, which is our favorite way to pass time. Something that comes in handy with the Anker SOLIX F2000 is that it has 11 output ports, including a TT30 RV port, which means you can run multiple items at once, like I'm doing right now, and you can also plug in an RV. So this power station is really versatile when it comes to what it can power. I love turning on some music and getting lost in a project. It's really fun to do creative projects together, and I am really looking forward to doing things like this for the decor of our container house. Also, the sound of this Anker Soundcore Boom speaker is absolutely incredible, so it makes listening to music an amazing experience. I actually did an entire video about the speaker, and you guys can check it out here if you're interested. So right now I'm using the small sphere rotary bit to smooth out the texture and to sharpen up the edges of all the circles. Okay, so we just finished. Check it out. Absolutely amazing. So happy with how it turned out. And now we are going to seal it, and that'll probably be it. And I should then maybe wash my face because I am full of ashes. But anyways, everything turned out really well. Super happy with all of that. It was a really cool experiment, and we kind of learned a lot doing it. And let's check how much battery we have left after we've used it for the entire project. The chainsaw, the die grinder, the little rotary tool, all of it. So let's check it out. Okay, and we are at 34%. So this power station is incredible. We use it all the time on the ranch. It's really amazing. It has so many cool features, and I love that it has the wheels and the handle, making it pretty easy to move around. And it's just really great for when you want to do a project or have electricity and you don't want to have extension cords everywhere. So really cool, great job. Now we are going to go ahead and seal this, and I think that'll be it. Just for reference, the Anker SOLIX F2000 recharges from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour by using hyperflash technology. So even if we used it all the way down to 0, we would be back to work in no time. Now, the fun part, time to clean up. So after we sealed our experimental design log, we cleaned everything up while we waited for it to dry. And this is the final result. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and we learned a lot of new skills and got to experiment with our new tools, all thanks to the Anker SOLIX F2000. Overall, we've had a really great experience with all of the Anker products we've tried, and we use them all the time on the ranch, and we even bring them along with us on our many adventures. Our log design experiment was definitely a success, and I'm looking forward to developing this idea a little more in the future. It was a very nice change of pace to be able to flex our creativity a little bit and see what we can come up with. Now we have a unique furniture piece that was designed from materials from our land, which makes it extra special. We've done a few projects like this with the Anker SOLIX F2000, and it's our go-to power station when we need one. Be sure to click the exclusive link in the description if you guys are interested in picking up an Anker SOLIX F2000 for your projects and power needs. There are some big deals going on right now, so you can get it at the best price possible. Our log end table is definitely a unique statement piece, and it's going to be the perfect spot for our drinks this summer.
We do it again. Much better.
So this project was super fun. It was a great learning experience, and I'm really glad we got to test out our new tools and kind of learn some new skills. This was all made possible by the Anker SOLIX F2000. So be sure to click the exclusive link in the description if you guys are interested in picking up this incredible power station. Special thank you to Anker for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday, and sometimes even during the week, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any. Okay, bye!